Hello guys, in this video we want to look at what Adset really means. So we have successfully created a business account in Facebook, and we have created this ads account, this patient one, as our first ad account. And mind you, we've not added a payment method to it yet. So what we want to do now is to look at what ad sets really means. So when you're here, you've gone to business.facebook.com and you've gotten to this point, what you want to do next is to click on this arrow here. So it is open in another tab, so to take us to our manager, our ads manager. Still loading. Okay, so this is what we have here now. This is what it will look like. This account has been flagged, so that's why I'm getting this notification here. Only active accounts can create or edit ads. So I'll just do it with that. So it means I can't run an ad successfully with this account, but let's just continue anyway. So you come to create, this part here that says create, you click on it. Let's see what it brings up. Okay, now this was where I discussed about campaign. Yes, this is where we were when I discussed about campaign, but now we want to go to ad set. We've discussed about campaign objective. Now our next big step is to discuss about ad set. And before we can go ahead and set up anything here, as you can see, they are still locked, and your ad also is locked. We just have to pick a campaign objective first before anything here can be opened. So let's go ahead. I'll be going with engagement. I'll be using engagement as an example for this video. So go down. Now under engagement, I can choose if I want only page likes or if I want people to respond to my event. That's if my ad is going to be talking about events. So, and I can create a split test, but I'm not going to do this now. I'm not going to do this. So I will just stick with engagement, because with engagement people will still like my page and people will romance with the page. Like I'll still have lots of comments with my page. So I like going with page engagement. Now you can see that those locked those keys here now are opened just because we've clicked on the campaign objective we want for our ads. So first thing is to choose a campaign name that I like using the product I'm running an ad for. So we've been using, let me use cucumber here, and okay, let me say cucumber one. Continue. So under the ad set, we'll be looking at three different sections. One is the audience, the other is the placement, and the third one is budget and schedule. Now under the audience, I've told you that Facebook allows us to target people that we really want to see our ads. So this is where you're going to be setting it. You're going to be choosing those that you want to see your ads. Then placements, where you want placement talks about where you want your ads to be. um Either you want it to be on Facebook. If you want it to be on Facebook, do you want it to be in people's news feed, or in the right column, or audience insights? So there are so many places there. And also you can also choose Messenger, if you want people to view your ads in Messenger and on Instagram. Then for budget and schedule, this is where you put how much you want to spend per day on your adverts. So this is where we do everything, the whole setting we want to put. So I also like to change this ad set name to cucumber. It's not going. Cucumber ads 1. So you can use any name for that. You can go ahead and use any name. Okay, we have the option to create a new audience or to use a saved audience, either to create a new audience or to use a saved audience. Now if I don't have if I can just go ahead and start creating a new audience, but let me explain what this saved audience means. It means that once I am done with this create new now, once I'm done with this create new, let me click on it. Once I'm done with this create new, once I've filled my location, the location I want it to be, the country I want to target, everything, the age, gender, language, detailed targeting, I can come down here and save this audience so that I can always reference it anytime I come back here to run an ad that's pertaining this stuff I want to sell, that's cucumber. So once I save the audience, anytime I want to run an ad, instead of starting afresh, the stress of creating a new audience, I can just come here now because I've saved it and click on it. I will just see it here because I've already saved it, so I can just click on it and make use of it. And you can create as many audience as you want. You can save as many audience as you want. So that's it about using a saved audience. Right now we don't have a saved audience, but once we are done with this audience we'll be creating now, I'm going to save it so that we'll know how it works. So the next one is custom audiences. Now it says you can use email addresses, phone numbers, Facebook user IDs, or app user IDs to create or save audiences you do like to show your ads to. Now custom audiences, as the name implies, you can come here and create new custom audience and lookalike audience. Now what a custom audience really means is that there's this app that I used before. It scrapes the email address, the Facebook IDs, or and the phone numbers of a particular group of people in Facebook. For example, if I want people in a particular group, that's a group in Facebook, to see my advert, I can just go ahead and scrape their email ID, their email address, their Facebook IDs, or anyone I just I can lay my hands on. So I can create a custom audience. That's the audience I created by myself. Facebook did not help me in doing that. I created it by myself. So that is a custom audience. So I can come here and use this custom audience, and I can come here and insert the file I just the data I got um from my scraping software. So I can come here and click on it, customer file, and upload the file. Now also I can also use website traffic. This is for those that have their pixel installed in their websites to track visitors. So you can use this to create a custom audience, app activity offline, and you can use engagements, that's the people that engaged in your either video, or you can use video views too for that. Okay, that's for lookalike audience. And so that's that about custom audience now. And lookalike audience, as the name implies, it means that from your custom audience file I can create a lookalike audience. That's those people that looks like those that I have in my custom audience file. So that's that about custom audiences. Now location, I can target based on location. I told you earlier that I can target based on location, age, gender, and interest. So since I have picked Nigeria as my location, okay, I'm coming to that now. But let's take a look at this, targeting everyone in this location, people who live in this location, people recently in this location, and people traveling in this location. So everyone in this location, it means people whose home or most recent location is within the selected area. So if you click it and you want to target people that are in Nigeria, this will be a very bad, it will not be an effective way of targeting. Let's see the second one, people who live in this location. It means people whose home is within the selected area. So this, we can go with this, people recently in this location. It means people whose most recent location is within the selected area. Almost same with the first one. Then the last one, people traveling in this location. It means people whose most recent location is within the selected area, but whose home is more than 125 mile or 200 kilometer away. So we are not going to be using people traveling in this location, though it depends on what you are selling. But for the purpose of this video, I'll stick with people who live in this location, and I will advise you also do same in since you're going to be selling imported items. So that's about location. Now I want you to even as we advance in this video, I want you to always look at this right hand column here, this audience size here. There's a meter here. It says your audience selection is fairly broad. Now potential reach, because I've chosen Nigeria, so there are 19 million people now currently on Facebook that I can target. So that audience is a very large audience. I'm not going to be targeting 19 million people. It's a very broad audience. So now from here, let me remove it. I can go ahead and target any state I want in Nigeria. Let's say I want to target Lagos. I go ahead and target Lagos. So Lagos State, as if you just want people in Lagos State to view your ads. Then from here, since I've targeted Lagos State now in Nigeria, I can use this simply means that I can target people that are if I just want people living in Lagos, I will just drag this to 0. to 17 kilometer. So it means that even people, after targeting people inside Lagos, people living 17 kilometer around the radius of Lagos can also see my adverts. Can also see my adverts. So yeah, surrounding cities are included if the center of the city falls within the radius. So that's that. And I can target it up to um 80 kilometers. I can go up to 80 kilometers. Yeah, so I can drag this now to what's happening. So I can come here and drag this to over 80 kilometer radius. So once I click it, people surrounding Lagos will also see my adverts. Now I can come here, this include. Now I can type in more locations. I can say Abuja. I can also target Abuja. That's if I want people in Lagos and people who stays in Abuja to see my adverts. So I can target people in Abuja. So now for the purpose of this, let me just go with Nigeria as a whole. Let me stick with Nigeria. Let me stick with Nigeria country. Yeah, so going with Nigeria as a whole now. So now coming to age, I can always target the age range I want. I can always target the age range I want. Let's say I want 25 to 65, or no 55 rather, to see my ads. So I can just go ahead and choose it. Now I said we should always be monitoring this meter here. Now since I went with Nigeria, the first time I clicked only Nigeria without touching this age range, I was having 19 million people here, but now I have 11 million people. This, it means that the people in this age range now that lives in Nigeria are 11 million. They are up to 11 million. So that's I just be monitoring this place. Now the gender, coming to the gender, I can target men. If I choose men, it will be reduced now, as I want men who are on this age bracket to see my advert. So there are 6.9 million men on Facebook that are on this age bracket that lives in Nigeria. So I can also go with women, 5.1 or so. Wow, 3.7 million women. So I can always go with all. As if I want both, if I'm selling stuffs that are for both male and for the female, so I will just go with all right here. Now the next one is language. You can leave it empty, or you can just put English all there. You can leave it empty, or you just put English all. So now we are advancing now. This is where the work lies. Detailed targeting. Include people who match at least one of the following. Now for the purpose of this video, let's say now it depends on what you are selling. What you are selling will depend on the people that you'll be targeting. So if you are selling, say, a weight loss products, you can just come and type in weight. Okay, you can come here and type in Weight Watchers. That if you want people that have people who have expressed an interest in or like pages related to weight training, so they might also be interested in your adverts. Weight Watchers, you click on it. Then now look at this audience. Now take a look at this audience. Now it says potential reach fewer than 1,000 people. So it means people that can see your ads now, that have liked this page now, a page related to Weight Watchers, are fewer than 1,000 people. And so it's a very small one. So you come to suggestion. You can just start you can now go ahead and pick any one that is related to what you are actually saying. So you can go with weight loss, fitness and wellness. So you see that the meter now is using to 650,000 people. 650,000 people. So you can go ahead and just play around with this. Now you can go with nutrition, extreme weight loss, come down and look at. So it depends on what you are actually promoting. So you can go ahead and play with everything here. Now after this, you will have exclude people or narrow audience. So from here we can exclude those that we don't want. This exclude means that we don't want these guys to see our adverts. So we can also maybe I don't know, people you don't want to see your adverts, a particular page. Okay, maybe people that have showed interest in slim fit bands, you don't want them to see your this is just an example though. So you click on it. So I don't want them to see, so it has reduced to us on 650 before, now 630. So it means 20,000 people that have shown interest in slim fit pants also showed interest in these two stuffs we've chosen here. So now I most time I have not used this before, this exclude. I've not used it before. So but what I do is narrow audience, and the main thing I use in narrowing my audience is using this feature, this engaged shoppers. So it's a very powerful option to choose. So it means that anybody that have liked any page relating to Weight Watchers or any page relating to weight loss must also be an engaged shoppers, must have either clicked a link on Facebook that has or purchased something on Facebook actually. So those are the people Facebook will show my ads to. So now it has reduced my audience size to 160,000 people, which is a very a slight nice stuff to start with, audience to start with. So I don't want this again. So expand interest when it may increase post engagement. So you can go ahead and click that. And connection type, Facebook, you can connect people who like your Facebook or friends of people who like your Facebook, or exclude people who already likes your Facebook page. now, or apps also. You can include people who viewed your app, people friends of people who have used your app, or exclude people who've used your app. Same thing with events and that. So now, since I'm done with this now, want to save my audience so that I will be able to run an ads there anytime. You For effectiveness, I will use the name. So now this is the summary of everything we've done. Location: people living in Nigeria. The age: 22 to 55. The language: English. Or then people who match engaged shoppers and who are also interested in weight loss and weight watcher. Now, what you should note here is this. I just saw it now. Weight loss, fitness and wellness, employers, weight watchers. Let me cancel this for now. Let me go back and see this. Now, for this weight watcher, look at what is showing here. Look at this. It says description: people who listed their employer as weight watchers on their Facebook profile. So we'll do this we'll do away with it immediately, because it's not people who have shown interest. It's people who just fixed it in as their employment details, weight watchers. So now we still have 160,000 people, so it's still cool. So let's go ahead and save the audience now. So save. Save. So we have successfully saved the audience. Now this is the audience, so I can just come here anytime and use this saved audience instead of creating a new audience. Now the next one is placement. Now Facebook recommends using automatic placement, but I will not advise you to use that. What I use mainly is, now if you have a large budget, I advise you just test on Facebook and Instagram. You just split test differently. But for the purpose of this, I like doing away with Instagram. I like doing away with audience network. Then suggested videos, no. In-stream videos, no. Instant articles, no. What I mainly use is feeds, because it's more effective than every other place here. So my audience size has reduced to 150,000, which is still a good one. Imagine, reach more people with audience network. Over 1 billion people see an audience network ad each month. But we can also use this mobile. We can target people who use Android only, Android devices, iOS devices only, or feature phones only. So, and we can target people if you want people who are connected to Wi-Fi only to see our ads, we can click this. So it's actually useless doing that in Nigeria. Now, coming down to budgets, you can either use a lifetime budget or a daily budget. So and you can start with as low as $5 every day. So this is the amount you want to spend on your ads every day. This is the amount you want to spend on your ads every day. Now you see, when it was still on $11, I want you to notice this estimated daily results. So the amount you spend on your ads determines the estimated daily results you will get. So let's use $11. You see, it has increased to 4,500 to 15,000 estimated daily reach. Then the post engagement is 71 to 310. But I want to use 5. So the estimated reach daily results has reduced to 2,100 to 6,300. So these are the numbers of people that your ads can get to in a day. Then the post engagements, Facebook is like telling you that 51 to 160 people will engage with your ads when you spend $5 today. Now you may decide to run your ad continuously starting today, or you can set a start date and an end date. For the start date, you can come over here and click on it, set a start and end dates, and then you will be able to set the day you want it to start and the time you want it to end. Now, since you are using a daily budget, of $11, okay, okay, I think this was 5 before. 5, I wanted to use 5. Since we are doing a daily budget of $5, so we want to pick, let's just, because the purpose of this using a $5 to start our ads is just to test various audiences. Now if you are on a very large budget, you want to use like to test different audiences, different just you want to test different audience sizes and different campaign engagements to know the one that will suit you very well, to know the one that is actually working for you. So you want to tweak all those stuff. So you want to start with $5 for each of those tweaks you want to do. So, and one thing I will also try to tell you guys to do is this: schedule your ads to start at 12 o'clock. That's midnight, 12 o'clock. Schedule it to start at that time. Now why do I say that? Their system will start optimizing your ads for the best performance. So let's say they start your ads at 12 or 1 o'clock, maybe very early in the morning, and they start optimizing your ads, feeding it to different kinds of people, collecting data from them. Then they'll start knowing the type of people, the categories of people that are actually clicking on the ads, for them to start feeding it to those categories of people. So let's say you start your ads now at 1 o'clock and it starts running at 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, Facebook will start optimizing 5, 6. They'll start optimizing. Then once it's like I'm just saying now, once it's like 8, they'll start feeding it to the right people, to the right set of people that is supposed to view the ads. On the other hand, when your ad starts running at, let's say, 10 o'clock in the morning, or 12 o'clock in 12 o'clock noon in the afternoon. Now what before they start optimizing your ads, let's say your ad now fully is now fully optimized at 5 o'clock in the evening. Now which time would they have to view to get your ads to across to the right people that is supposed to view your ads? I don't know if you understand. So I advise you start your ads at 12 noon. So I mean 12 midnight, 12 1, 12 1. So I'm going to schedule the ad. I'm going to teach you how to do the scheduling so that you don't make mistakes in that. This is 4/4/2018. So I'm going to come here now, click 12. I want you to start at 12:30, then to end at let's say 1:45. So let me see, end dates, this is 5, let me put it to 4, 5. So let's see what's it. Okay, your ad set is set to run for less than 24 hours. For the best results, use a lifetime budget. No, if you want to use a daily budget, then extend your ads to. Okay, now one thing I'm okay, let me finish setting this before I say what I want to say. 12:30 to, let's say, okay, 12 1 to 35. So this should be 1 day now. 1 day. So your ads will run for 1 days. You will spend no more than 5.02 US dollars. So I've done my ads now for 1 day. Once it gets to this time, it's going to start after it has been approved. Then once it gets to 12:35, it's going to stop. So I've scheduled these ads now to run for just 1 day. Let's come down a bit now. This is advanced options. Advanced options. We're not going to be doing much here, but let's see some things about it. Optimization for ad delivery, post engagement. That's what we really want. You can also go with impression. That's impression. They will deliver your ads to people as many times as possible. They will continue seeing your ads as many times as possible. Then daily unique reach will deliver your ads to people up to once a day. Then post engagement will deliver your ads to the right people to help you get the most likes, shares, or comments on your post at the lowest cost. So you want to go with post engagement because that's what we already want. Now bid strategy, lowest cost, get the most post engagement for your budget. So you can set a bid cap. I if you don't know what this is, don't mess up with it. Don't mess up with it. You just want to leave it the way it is. Then impressions, ad scheduling, and delivery time, we have standard and accelerated. You don't want to go with accelerated. You will spend your budget quickly and get results as quickly as possible. It does not work that way. So you just have to hide this option, and we are done with Adset. So once I go on and click on this continue, then we are going to start running our ads. We are going to set up our ads formally. We're going to formally set up our ads. So I don't want to click this now. So once we get to the next video where I'm talking about ads generally, then I'm going to do that. Thank you for watching this video. If you don't understand it, I know it will be very hard to comprehend for newbies, for those of you that are starting with Facebook adverts. So you just want to go through it again and again and ask your questions in the Facebook group. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.